Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben Parks, 225 Marathon, and I've got a great, fun and informative video for today all about running through the winter, getting the most out of yourself, keeping that motivation high. Lots of tips and tricks for you to go out there and keep on getting it done. Right guys, thanks for joining us for another video. Yeah, we've got loads of tips and tricks today to help you get through winter in the best way possible. Maybe you're training for a big spring marathon next year, not sure what to do, you struggle to get out the door and things like that. So yeah, we've got loads of tips and tricks telling you about some gear and stuff like that. But as always, firstly, do you like running in the winter? Some of us do. Let us know down in the comments your best tips and tricks. Right, let's get stuck into this. As always, you can move around to various little sections in the video and we'll have lots of links down below for everything that we're talking about in this video. Right, let's have a chat about gear. Now I'd really recommend, if it's snowy out or wet and that sort of windy, slippy weather which we can get, just to get something like a very basic trail shoe. This is the Nike Pegasus 36. The other one, which is a favourite of mine, is the Hoka ATR. They're kind of like door to trail shoes. You can run on tarmac and asphalt and these okay, and you're just going to get that extra grip if it's slippy out. Now in terms of some essential gear, getting a good buff like these, we sell these on the website. These are fantastic quality items. We've got loads of new designs for this year. Yeah, you can put these around your face, keep your face nice and warm, keep your ears warm, keep your neck warm. It just helps keep that wind off your face. Fantastic. In terms of gloves, when it gets really cold, I've got these Montane gloves. And I know I have my pink gloves. These actually aren't very good. I can't recommend them, but they bring a smile to my face, so they are good fun. Both of those linked down below. Now, essential head torch. Now, I would not leave the house without a head torch in the winter months, mainly so I can be seen by other people, even if you're in a lit up place. The Petzl Bindi, really good, super lightweight and USB rechargeable. Getting a good bobble hat, or I think I saw Seth the other day called this a pom hat. I'm not sure why. Maybe Americans call that a pom. But anyway, we call these like beanies or just bobble hats. Yeah, really good. Fun, keeps you nice and warm, keeps your head warm basically. And obviously things like a decent windproof jacket. This is one from Saw. It's a little bit expensive. But yeah, as I say, links to all that down below. Off the back of that, it's worth basically dressing as if it's about 10 degrees Celsius, right, 20 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than your phone or whatever is telling you. You don't want to go out as if you're going for a walk because you will just overheat so quickly. So for me, I always like to take my naked band around my waist, go outside, and if I do overheat, then I can put things in that and stash them away. Just if I've gone out in my jacket and things, it's good just to put that away. And on the flip side of that, basically, if it is a little bit colder, I always take my jacket with me, whatever's going to happen. Because if something happens during the run and I need to put my jacket on, stay warm, so I take a spare buff, I take a spare jacket and a spare pair of gloves as well. Basically, whatever, as soon as it gets into autumn, winter time on every single run I go on. Really good, because you never know what might happen. We are going to have a dedicated kit video coming up very soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, they're my little essentials to make running a bit easier. If you are struggling with motivation, then get a little group together of your friends that like to go out for a run. Having that accountability is really good. Now, pre-existing groups, things like Park Run, things like Good Gym here in the UK, really good things. It keeps that point in the calendar every week. You're going to get out and you're going to see people as well, which has got lots of other positives. It's not really always to get fit, it's to have a bit of banter and catch up with your friends. Keep that accountability. People turning up every week is going to get you out. And of course, you can head to the gym and put in a gym classes there, get a solid strength workout in. Basically, just putting that date in your diary every week really helps to get you out the door. Quickly guys, if you are finding this video useful, please hit that like button, subscribe and share it with a friend who will be training through the winter months. And of course, check out the website benparks.com for all the latest gear to get you smashing your winter training. Right guys, back to the video. I'd really recommend doing your warm-up inside the house before you go outside. You can do our follow-along routine. I'll link to that up here on the YouTube channel. Follow that along indoors, and then when you go out, you're warmed up, ready to go. Now, if you just go out and you go out on your run, I did it last year, did it in a video, rather stupid. We're hanging around, and it's just one of those things that happened in the video. I actually managed to tear my calf muscle because I wasn't warmed up properly. So it can happen to everybody, but make sure you're nicely warmed up before you go out on your run. Far more susceptible to pick up an injury when you're cold. Wind really is the runner's worst nightmare. If you've had too many beans, but we're not talking about that one now. But basically, if it is a windy day, I'd always recommend running into the wind in the first half of your run. Basically because it's a little bit harder and you can look forward to the tailwind on the way back, but also you're not as sweaty when you're running into the wind, so you're not going to it's not going to cool you down. And then when you're running with the wind behind, when you are maybe a little bit more sweaty and things, it's going to be wind behind, you're not going to get as cold, and it's also just a little bit easier in the second half of the run. Once you have finished your run, make sure you get out of your kit as soon as possible. If you are finishing at your car, keep a towel in your car just so you can dry off and change absolutely everything. Now, we'd recommend getting something like a dry robe. Sarah has one, she uses it all the time. Really good just to keep everything. Your private's private, but you can still get changed really quickly, and it keeps you nice and warm as well. You will get very cold as soon as you finish your run with that sweat and everything and the cooling temperatures, and yeah, just your body recovering from the workout it's done. So get changed as soon as possible. If you are finishing at home, come in, kit off, in the shower, nice, new, fresh, clean bit of clothes, and maybe some Ben Parks casual gear to relax in after your run. There are lots of local races that happen throughout the winter, lots of Santa runs and things like that around Christmas. I'd recommend looking for something like that and get some of these local races in your diary. There's a lot sort of less pressure with local races, a bit more community feel, and that's what we like at this time of year. So as always, guys, we'll link to my best running directories down below. Check them out, find a local running race, get your entry in, and it will just keep that motivation up that you've got that thing in the calendar. Right, guys, a question of the day. I'd love to know your thoughts. What do you like when the weather is really bad? Do you plan in a rest day, or do you like going out and you like running in the cold? And if you do, what are your best tips to help out the community? When it is a little bit cold and dark outside, drinking and feeling a bit dehydrated is something that just doesn't really happen as much. We don't think about it, but we're working just as hard, if not harder, in really cold weather to keep our body going throughout our run. So you really got to remember to keep hydrated as you go. If you are worried about it, you can put alerts on your watch just to beep and remind you to drink. And yeah, and make sure you take some drinks out with you on your runs as well. Things like water fountains aren't going to be accessible, so as always, guys, keep a bank card, keep your phone, Apple Pay, Google Pay, whatever, if you need to nip in and get something. But just always keep that focus on, am I hydrated? Am I drinking enough during the run? As I said earlier, guys, with the Headtorch, it's really important to be seen. I really like to have these reflective snap bands. We pick these up for about £8 or £9 on Amazon. We'll link to them down below. Just whack them round your wrist, round your ankles, round your arms, and you will be seen, safe and be seen running all around the streets, out in the lanes, wherever you are. And finally, guys, don't put yourself under too much pressure to get out there and be smashing long runs and workouts in the winter. There's lots of other stuff we can do to keep fit. We can get in the gym, we can do some cross training, get on the treadmill, get on the bike. I know it's not that much fun, but so many elites are doing this a lot at the moment and absolutely crushing some of the races. Just think of what Charlotte Purdy just did at London Marathon. She did so much of her training by cross training recently, so it can really help your running through the down winter months like that. For me, I like to use my watt bike, which is just over here in the flat, so I will be using that quite a lot as we come back to full fitness. And yeah, it's just good fun. I've got my Zwift subscription. At the moment, I'm following the 6-week FTP builder plan. Just keeps that motivation high, and you can add that in to your regular run training as well. Right, guys, so there we have it. Hopefully a few tips and tricks in there to keep that motivation up and keep training through the winter. As I said, don't put yourself under too much pressure. It's just good to go out there, enjoy your running, get some good podcasts on. I'll link to my best podcast list down below. We've got a little thing on the website with what I'm currently listening to, so go and check that out. So as I said, we've got a dedicated gear video coming up, probably in a couple of videos time. We're filming at the moment for all the best. We've got loads of great gear to get you out and smashing your winter runs. Winter runs. Right, that's it guys. Please check out the website benparks.com for all the latest training plans, all the gear to help you, long sleeve tops, hoodies, wraps, all of that stuff is on the website. Your support means so much to us. Thank you to the Patreon legends and the YouTube supporters here on the channel making these videos happen. Keep running, keep on getting it done guys, keep trying your best. Lots of love, we will see you in the next one.